Hello and what is going on, lovely people of the internet? It is Who Money here with another video for you guys today. Today we are going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about actually a lot of different things at once, but we're going to be focusing on this one stock that honestly, it's been talked about less than normal lately. And yeah, there's been less volume on this stock as normal, and people might think that it's just consolidating and that it's not going to be doing much. It might not run up as much, but it's not going to run down as much. Well, I might be here to burst your bubble today, not literally, but figuratively. And that is because we are going to be discussing some of the risks involved in owning Tesla stock right now, as well as some other stocks that are following a similar path as Tesla. I hate to be this guy. This guy sucks. You don't want to, this is the type of guy that you want to be like, screw this guy. But then you look back at this guy and maybe 2 years from now and you're like, oh, that guy might have actually had a point. But anyways, screw me. I'm here causing FUD today. And guess what? I don't really give a single flying f. So sit back, like the video, and yeah, we're going to just get right into this one. All right, so Tesla stock, here we have $744 per share. Now, right off the bat, Tesla just does not have good fundamentals for its current valuation. Considering it's at $715 billion market cap, it should have maybe a bit more earnings to back that up. Currently, the price to earnings is 388, which is very atrocious. I mean, even a 30 price to earnings is pretty high for a company that is in this stage of their life cycle. Now, I do believe Tesla is in its beginning stages and it does have a lot of future potential, but a lot is being baked into the current share price currently, and you just have to take a look at some of the fundamentals to just not be delusional on this one. I mean, even the forward PE ratio is 105, which again, that is still pretty atrocious, and everyone pretty much knows the stock market is going up irrationally. No one really knows when exactly there's going to be a huge sell-off. Keep in mind that Tesla is now a huge chunk of the S&P 500. So if Tesla sells off, that'll bring down the entire stock market, to say the least. And price to sales, also horrible. Price to book, also horrible. Price to free cash flow, also horrible. If we scroll all the way down here to the insider selling, there has been plenty of insider selling and option exercising in September. The largest right here was $23 million worth by one of their directors here in September 1st. There was another 22 million by the same director on August 2nd. So insider selling isn't always a bearish indicator. However, if that's all that has been happening over the past year and not a single insider is buying more stock, that's not the most bullish indicator. The stock can still go up, but that combined with the not so great fundamentals and some of the other things that we were going to be talking about in this video does add a huge risk for Tesla stock and in result the entire stock market. All right, so it was 11 p.m. as of last night, and instead of myself being a diligent good human going to sleep at an early time, I was on Webull analyzing Tesla stock. So right here, this is what I found. All right, so right here we have the monthly candles for Tesla, and you might be seeing what I'm seeing already, but we're just gonna keep getting into this. So these are the monthly candles. Now, the volume on Tesla, if we just look at the last month's volume right here, that's some of the lowest volume that we've seen on Tesla since all the way back here in 2016, guys. That's scary. You can also see it in the MACD that it's consolidating with volume. And once these two lines in the MACD cross, that's a signal of going into a bearish trend for Tesla. So just looking at the technical indicators alone for Tesla stock, it's not looking good. Now this chart right here again might look a little bit familiar into what it looks like. And I'm gonna bring up this chart right here. This is basically the cycle of a market bubble. So as you guys can see, there's that first takeoff and then the bear trap. So the bear trap for Tesla was around the coronavirus pandemic. If we can find it, it was right here. So 2/28/2020, it saw a high of about $197 per share. Now these are the post-split prices. And then in March 2020, we saw it go down all the way to $72 per share. So everyone thought, oh, it's too overvalued, blah, blah, blah. That was the bear trap until this explosive parabolic growth. And then it goes media attention, enthusiasm, greed, delusion, new paradigm. Now this is in January of 2021. As you guys can see, this is when we really did see that peak. January 29th, 2021, Tesla reaches $900 per share and then sells off. Now, it's almost going perfectly into this. We can see it goes down again, and there's denial. There's a bull trap, and then the return to a new normal. You can see it almost exactly like this. The denial, the bull trap right here, and then right here, the return to the new normal, because, you know, the volume is going down. People aren't talking about Tesla stock as much. It's returning to normal, you know? It's normal now. This is its price. Tesla is sitting at $744. There's nothing to worry about in the world until there's fear, capitulation, and return to the mean. So again, I'm not a huge guy for technical analysis, but this is pretty much how history has always treated any stock that runs up parabolically. It's always met with a huge sell-off. We've seen it in Bitcoin before. Bitcoin is also charted here, the same thing. This is the bear trap right here in 2018, 2019, and then Bitcoin also ran up parabolically, and it's sitting at a very similar, it looks pretty similar to how Tesla chart's looking, and it's also looking like that MACD, although not yet, but it is consolidating as well, and it looks like eventually this will come back down and there will be a flip of the switch. And Tesla looks even closer than Bitcoin, honestly. Like these MACD lines about to cross, it looks the exact same. Like there's this bull trap right here, the return to normal, etc. It looks exactly like this chart. This chart has been used over and over again to basically show what goes on in bubbles. And am I crazy, or is this identical to what's going on in Bitcoin and Tesla? Am I crazy? Well, apparently I'm not crazy, because the big short investor Michael Burry ramps up his bet against Tesla and reveals a new wager against Cathie Wood's ARK Invest. So he ramped it up. This was in August 16th, so this was like 3 weeks ago that he adds more. He was already short on Tesla. Now Cathie Wood also sold $139 million worth of Tesla stock, and this was just a few days ago on September 10th. So there's a lot of reason to be worried right now. We also have the Fed start to sell stocks. The Federal Reserve, the people who are in charge of making this market bubble become a bubble, has started to sell stocks. Members of the Federal Reserve, they are literally the reason that stonks only go up, and now some Federal Reserve officials are now selling some stocks to avoid conflicts of interest. Yeah. Well, isn't it crazy that this article came out on September 9th, and then this article right here came out on September 13th, and it is the Philadelphia Fed chief saying that they will start tapering soon. Inflation may be long-lived. Yeah, remember that narrative that nobody believed, that inflation was transitory, coming from Jerome Powell and the rest of the Fed? They said, oh, inflation is now transitory, it's gonna plateau and it's gonna stop. Well, now the Fed's saying that inflation is here to stay, and they're gonna start tapering soon. As soon as they start tapering, the market gonna go. It's crazy to think that they said they're selling their stocks to avoid a conflict of interest, and then a few days later they say they're probably gonna have to start tapering. I don't know, that seems a little too suspicious to me. Anyways, guys, I decided to be the villain today and spoil some of the fun that we have here in the stock markets. Always be prepared. If you're overexposed on Tesla, make your own decision, because I can't tell you what to do, but you can always take profits if you're up. If Tesla does sell off, this will have broader implications for the entire stock market, because Tesla does represent a very large chunk of the S&P 500, and it's also tied to Bitcoin, which is tied to cryptocurrency. So there could be a huge sell-off in other stocks and assets of innovation as well, and this is something that you need to put on your radar. I hate being this guy again, so I apologize if I'm putting some FUD in your brains or scaring you guys, but it's my goal to keep you guys educated so you guys can make the most money possible here in this stock market. And even if you guys choose to do nothing right now, at least you now know the risk, and maybe you were offered a different perspective on the entire stock market and monetary policy. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it as always. If you guys don't mind leaving that like on the video, it would be highly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit that bell down below. And also, I'd like to thank my sponsor, Public, for supporting me. Public is a stock brokerage. They're doing a promotion where you get up to $70 in free stock just for signing up and depositing at least $1 in their brokerage. And yeah, they have an amazing user interface, very similar to Robinhood, but they don't sell your trading data, so definitely check that one out. And yeah, guys, that's about it for the video. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.